Ladies and gentlemen, this is the James Brown story. This segment of Community Profile is going to spotlight one of America's most dynamic young blacks, James Brown, a star of international renown. Mr. Brown, if we could get into something of your background. When did you first begin?
Well, Brother Brown, I guess we should bring this thing down and start by just calling me James, brother. Okay?
Right on.
All righty. I started professional in 1956, first of 56, when we recorded Please Please, the last of 55, and it was released April of 56. Let me allow for some of the noise in the background. We are trying to close up the building and get out of the building. So that's kind of the reason for some of the noise. But I want everybody to know this is live backstage at the sports arena. And again, I say thanks to the brother for coming out. And back to your question, I'd like to answer by saying I recorded Please Please in 55. I released it in 56. And that was the beginning of my professional career. My career as a singer, period, started in 1946.
That long?
Well, the reason why, because of 1949, I was a juvenile delinquent, broken home, deprived kid, underprivileged, low-income family, and a lot of things I just didn't have, and a lot of knowledge weren't there for my parents, and they just didn't understand. Some of the things I'm trying to help, get across to the kids today, the reason, the need for education, and awareness and knowledge. It prevails more or less in the black community because we are most of the underprivileged. But it's also in the poor white community too. They got the same problem, but a lot of them don't recognize it.
Now you're calling for blacks to stay in school. This has been one of your slogans. Many of our national leaders have recognized you for this fact. Recently, or not recently, last year, Governor Maddox even called you in to kind of cool the blacks when there was a possible riot situation in several of the larger cities. This in itself speaks what kind of man you are. But what would you really advise most blacks to do if you had to give some advice?
Well, let's say I want to rectify one thing. You said Governor Maddox called me and kind of cool the blacks. Governor Maddox came in my radio station, WRDW in Augusta, and asked me what I could do. I told him I'd talk to the people. I'm pretty sure I could do something because I would talk to them from the streets. But there's no such thing as cool. It's the idea of sitting down, discussing, and telling them that I understand the problem, that I identify with it because I am black, because I am a man, an American. But more or less to kind of get them to kind of see something that can be more constructive than burning down and becoming a part of mob violence. And I think I'd rather use a kind of a rap session. That makes the kids feel more a part and more a part of what it is, a more constructive feeling, other than saying cool, because that's cool to sound more like a cop-out. And I'm not copping out, I'm just trying to handle it where it would mean more, where it would be more constructive, the value would be greater.
Well, as a result of this, you have been interviewed, or you've been called to the White House, and you've been before many, many leaders throughout the country. Do you feel that whites basically have accepted you as a result? I understand that in your recordings, Otis Redding said it also when he was with us, that they didn't really accept him. Have they accepted you because of your ability to deal with your people?
I don't like the word accept, You're a beautiful young man, but I think you're interviewing me a little wrong.
How's that, sir?
I don't think you would understand me. Number one, I'm not trying to prove nothing to a white that I can be a head nigger. See, that's not my bag. I'm a man. I'm not trying to make the white accepting, I'm just showing him where I'm coming from as a man. I hope he understands the fact that I'm fighting for the same thing he was fighting for when the Indians were here. I'm fighting for my rights, dignity, and pride. And he was fighting for his rights to be a part of this country because it had a lot of natural resources. That's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting because I want a part of the country because I paid taxes all this time. I'm not trying to make the white man accept me But I would like for people to accept me, whether black or white, and understand what I'm doing. But if they don't, I still got to do what I feel is right. See, I'm not a cat getting up there grinning and laughing, saying, take me in, please,
Right.
I'm saying, don't give me nothing. Just open up the door and I'll get it myself.
Right on. Listen,
let's understand one thing. I'm a man. Don't ask me that funny question, bro.
Right.
Now, would you ask me about the school thing? About the black being a...
What can blacks expect out of this future, even if they go to school?
Well, number one, he can expect more by going than he can by not going. Because what we're fighting for, rights, equality. If equality, well, it's gonna come because we can't stop until it comes. Because we're taxpayers. You pay 100% tax, then you got to have 100% rights. See, the only way, if I don't have my rights on it, then I can't pay tax. It's just that simple. Because my tax is my stock in the country. Well, tax is your stock, and your dividends are your rights. You understand where I'm coming from?
Right.
See, when you buy stock, you get paid dividends on it. So when you pay tax, you buying stock in the country, and your dividends are your rights, equal opportunity. You see?
Do you think that it'll take a great deal of time for blacks to get that power that some of the militants call for? Black power, of course, but in many of your speeches...
tax power, brother.
Money power.
Tax power.
Okay.
Do you pay tax?
Roger.
And then you're supposed to have your rights, don't you?
Shit, right.
All right. What we talking about? I mean, you have to work. Well, I ain't gonna wait day after tomorrow for them. If I pay tax today, my rights start today.
Okay, you go when you say black and proud. Is it really that important that you're be black and proud after one of your concerts tonight?
Well, it's nice to be black and proud because a long time ago you were colored and scared, and Negro and scared, and that don't identify with nothing. What country is Negro? Is that a country?
Not that I know of.
Is this color a country?
No.
Is Afro-American? That's an identity, because Africa is a country, right? And that's when you black, right? They black men now. Black man's an African, right?
Right.
All right.
Okay, speaking of Africa now, last year you traveled to Nigeria. Let me ask you this: how does the African Nigerians, specifically Lagos, one article I read on you, how do they feel about American blacks? Of course, they accept you.
You keep talking about accept. They identify with me.
Well, they identify with you.
They know where I'm coming from. Yeah. The first thing they did when I got to Lagos, they made me a free man.
What is a free man in Lagos?
They made me a free man.
You were a free man when you left the country. I mean, what is that?
Are you free?
I would assume I am, yes.
Hey, brother, should we bring this to the end now?
No. What I'm getting at is, what does it require to make a free man in Lagos? I mean, I've never been to the country. I don't know what acts it takes to make a free man in Lagos.
Can you do everything that the white man can do over here?
No, I can't.
Then what are you talking about you're free?
Well, when I think of freedom,
Are you in economical slavery?
I've never given it any thought. No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna see you, brother. I got to go.
Right on. Thanks a lot. Anyway.
We got to talk, okay? You and I got to have another talk off the mic. You can't exercise your rights. You never had a black. You have black governors, black vice presidents. You never had them as long as history been here. You see what we're talking about. You had to fight. There was a time when you couldn't go in on these bus stations unless you went in the back door, ride the back of the bus, ride behind the smoke on the plane, on the train. You couldn't pilot no plane. Couldn't be the president of a school. The president of the white school was also the president of the black school, and the black man was just a flunky there. And you're free. What are you talking about, son?
Well, if we
brother, those don't compromise. Let's organize.
Well, what can we do to organize them?
Get our thing together. Get some knowledge and some education. Aware. And know what's happening. So you're not even aware, and you're a beautiful man. You're trying to help. But you can't help. How can you teach when you're blind? The blind can't lead the blind. Beautiful man. I hope this is running. You did, because this is where it's coming from.
Right on. This is what the interview is all about. You see, the interview.
But I don't want you to come from this way. If you don't know, then you should sit down and rap with me. Because if they're gonna respect you and believe in you, I don't want to get on there and make you look bad. I'd rather get up.
Right. Well, what the audience out there want to know, they want to hear you talk. They want to hear what you.
Then maybe you should just ask me one question and back up and don't say nothing, because But still, we got to talk about it before you ask me, because some things you're asking me are so far from what you should be asking me.
What should I be asking you?
Well, you should be asking me positive things. You're asking me negative questions.
Well, what positive things would you want me to ask you if I had to ask a question? What positive things would I ask you?
You know I'm black. You know what I'm doing. You just ask me, how can we be a part of what you're doing? What can we do here to gain more pride and dignity and honor? How can we get into the economical end of it? What can we do to become, to make the establishment mean something for black as well as white? How can we better ourselves here? How can we become a part of downtown Savannah? You dig? And what we can do to build our community up. Why do we have to have the slum of the slums? You dig?
Right.
You understand? This is what you want to talk about.
Well, okay, how can we? I mean,
see,
I'm interested in hearing what you got to say.
But it turns around and it makes me interview you. Because, you know, I'm very quick, and you're asking me something, see, and I don't want to, I can't, look, for me to shoot you down is not helping us. And I got to shoot you down because I want to know I'm together. Yeah, but and if you're not together, no, but see, I don't, see, if order for me to answer the question, you got to look weaker, and I don't want that.
Well, you're known for telling the truth, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't want him to look weak. If our leaders are not together, then I talk to him. Because he got the respect of the people, and I'll be cutting him down. I don't want to do that. Because we've had this kind of thing. We've been like a bunch of crabs in the past. So there's no reason for me to cut my brother down, you understand? If you got the respect of the people and trying to do something, I don't want to do that. Right. But you don't know the right question to ask me.
Yeah, but if you're telling the truth, even if you cut him down, the statement you made tonight about the rich brother with all the money.
Yeah.
Well, okay. If you have to tell the truth and it cuts me down, then I'm kind of like one of those rich brothers, right?
I don't want to do that. Because you want to do the right thing.
But you don't want any false leaders out there either.
But I don't want you to. I know you want to do the right thing.
Right.
You see, it's like a kid idolizing his father, and all of a sudden he's finding everything his father told him was a lie. He didn't know what he was talking about. And it's still something to the same thing. So then the kid don't have the same respect. You know, there's a lot of kids respect me more than they do their dad. You know, right. And I'm not trying to beat the kid's father. I'm trying to make him look bad. I want to strengthen him. So I'd rather talk to the fathers first. So when I be rapping to the kid, the father threw his hand up and said, "Right on, brother, do your thing." I don't want the father to sit back there and look like an idiot because he's not having the program.
Well, let's talk briefly, James Brown, the performer. One article said that at one time you intimated that you might be leaving the business. And is this true? Are you planning on...
I'd like to get out of business. But it seems that my performance has led into another thing. And I'll do less performing, but I'll do more preaching for right and dignity. I don't want to divide the white and the black because it shouldn't be white and black. It should be people. America is a United States, and this means every man should be able to do his own thing. You see, the reason why this country was set up, because people got tired of the traditional socialist thing, you know. They want to have every man had an equal chance to do it, you know. And we speak of communism, and we're not preaching it. See, like Khrushchev made a statement here a while back, about 7, 8 years ago. We would say our great-grandkids would be practicing communism and don't know it. You dig? Because of the way our system is setting us up. You know, we're being dictated upon and not knowing it. Because you know you're not going to be president, don't you?
Right. Well, let me ask you.
Shouldn't be. You should know you're not going to be president. You should go through life having a chance, and if you don't win, it's fair and square. You wouldn't like to be if you went to Vegas and gamble and find out that you couldn't win, you'd feel mighty disgusted, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, knowing all the odds are against you when you get there. Right?
Well, no, you see, there's a chance of you winning. There's a chance, you know, and they pay such great odds, so you don't mind fighting those odds, right? Because if you win, you win. You know, if you bet $1 on 11, you pay 15 to 1. Right. And if you accident and if you're shooting a dice and throw 12, you get 30 to 1. So you don't mind playing them odds, right? And you lose $1 or sometimes put on $1 and pick up 30. You dig?
Right. Now, right.
But knowing that you can't ever win, what are you there for?
Right. Without cutting you off, on the local scene now, I understand that you might be negotiating for one of the local radio stations. Can you comment to that?
Well, I think that I hope it work out anyway because it would be quite a thing. You see, I want to come down here not to tear up, but to build up. I want to come down here and get the kids together and let them know the damage that drugs do to your mind, the damage that you're doing to society, to yourself by not going to school, getting a good education, the damage that the old are doing to themselves by not preaching and teaching to the kids and living the kind of life that it should be led so they would have something to follow, setting an example, tell them about the advantages there is there to ask for and that they're waiting for you. See, most of the money there now that the government has is for businesses. It's for different things, even for school. Like the average kid get out of school and want to go to college and think he can't go. And one of the first things you can get money for is to go to school. See? There's no reason for a kid to be out of school. But they don't know. That's who's going to tell them. Their parents doesn't even know.
Well, you've been doing a good job in that area.
Well, see, when you're talking about me, I want everybody to know. I'd like for you to be telling them. You dig?
Well, I think we are.
Right on, brother.
Okay. Now, one other thing of local interest.
And I want you to know I love you. I love you so much that I just didn't want to stand up here and blast and make you look bad. I just can't do that, you understand? That's what and we were talking about organization, we're talking about love and respect for each other, and that's where I'm coming from. But since you were so sincere and you wanted, regardless of who it hurt, you want to come out in one respect, but it won't be hurting you, it'll be helping you because it'll be strengthening your mind. I think you're a beautiful young man.